Hi everybody, welcome to the Base 2 sequence. Today's sequence, Jesse is going to be doing 3 different poses, starting with the bar hang. First off, just grab the bar, shoulder width apart, and you're going to take your feet from one side to the other. The beginner version of this is your feet are on the floor. Next level, your feet will be off the floor, and then the highest level, you'll be doing the exact same movement, except you'll be pausing on each side. So these are called bar TOCKS. And you're going to do about 10 reps. Left, right is 1 rep. So she's going to do about 10 reps here. And you got to do it at the level that suits you. When you pull to your right side, like right there, you want that right shoulder down. When you pull to the left side, you want the left shoulder down. And then as you're doing it, think about the far shoulder lifts. So as Jessie pulls to the right, her right shoulder's down and her left shoulder's up. As she pulls to her left shoulder's down and her right shoulder is up. Repeat that for the 10 reps each side. Okay, now Jessie's going to go over, she's going to grab a stick and have it across the hips and the hinge part of the hips. And what she's doing here is called overhead pulls. And when she hits that overhead position, we want the arms at 12 o'clock, shoulder blades are pulled down and back, and the arms are in full extension. That's the first exercise. Her second exercise is an overhead squat, keeping the shoulder blades down and arms in extension. Now Jess is going to sit to a box that works for her right now, which is an 18-inch box, and you want to make sure that your knees are tracking out towards your big and second toes. After she hits her 5 reps here, she's going to bring that stick down to her back. Elbows will work forward, wrist will work back, and then she's going to do the same squat all the way down to the box, making sure the knees track towards the big and second toe. And the whole while she's going to work towards keeping those elbows working forward and the wrist working back. This really engages your upper back. So you should be feeling all these exercises really great in your upper back. That's why this is the shoulder routine. So next, after Jessie finishes those back squats, here she's going to a SATS press. So she still wants the elbows underneath the bar, and then she still wants her wrist working back as much as possible. She's going to do 5 reps again here. And then when she's finished with that, we're going back over to the bar. So she's going to finish, stand nice and tall, keep those arms in extension, and then we're going back over to the bar. Now the first round that Jessie did here of the TOCKS, she did the beginner version. Her feet were on the floor. This round, she's keeping her feet lifted off the floor the whole time. Now, if you need to lightly touch the floor, that's fine. If you need to repeat the beginning version, that's fine. She's going to do the intermediate version here for the whole 10 reps. Left, right is 1 rep, remember. And she's just going from left to right without any major pause. And when she goes to the right, her right, she's pulling her right shoulder down and lifting that left shoulder. And then when she goes to her left, she's pulling the left shoulder down and lifting the right shoulder. And these are called bar TOCKS, and this is the intermediate level. Okay, now she's going back to grabbing her stick, and she's going to do the bar 5s. What she's doing differently this time, though, she's going down to a little bit more depth. So she took the 6-inch box off the top. She's going to go to a 12-inch box and repeat the same movements. First, start off with the overhead pulls. So you're going from your hip, the crease in your hips, to the overhead position. You're pulling those shoulder blades down. You're extending the arms to straight. Right in that position there. You really want to lock those arms up and pull the shoulder blades down. Second, she hits the overhead squats. Now this is definitely more challenging because it's deeper range. You have to have more ankle flexion. You got to work the knees out towards the big and second toe more. And you definitely got to work harder to keep those arms in a vertical 12 o'clock position and keep the chest and butt out the whole time. Third exercise, she pulls the bar down onto her back and she's doing the back squats for 5 reps. Remember here, the knees still track towards big and second toe. The elbows are working underneath the bar and the wrists are working back. If you need to refocus, you can pause on the bottom or pause on the top to really refocus and get your elbows underneath. The third exercise Jess is going to is the SATS press. She sits, or the fourth exercise, excuse me, is the SATS press. She sits into it, deeper range again, watch the knees, work the elbows forward, wait till she extends those arms fully before standing. And as you press the bar and bring the bar back down, you do not want to have it touch the back of your head. So that's the 4 exercises she's doing on the bar 5s. Now we're going for the third round, starting with the TOCKS again. This time she's doing the advanced level. She's going to pause on each side. So when you do these pauses, you really have to make a big focus on pulling that shoulder down on that side. So when she goes to the right, she pulls her right shoulder down. When she goes to the left, she pulls her left shoulder down. And you pause for about a 2 count on each side. This is much harder, but again, if you're finding that it's too difficult, go back to the earlier version or go back to the beginning version. So again, she's going to do 10 reps, left, right is 1 rep. It's a lot of reps. 10 reps each side. Okay, next exercise, we're getting that stick out. Now Jessie's going to the advanced version. She's getting rid of the box, but because she still needs a little assistance, she put a plate, which you can also put a wedge under your heels. This allows her to sit into a deeper position. Again, Jessie's starting with the first exercise, which is the overhead pulls for 5 reps. She wants to lock out those arms. She wants to pull the shoulder blades down and have her arms at a 12 o'clock position right there. Second exercise is the overhead squats. See how her arms are staying at 12 o'clock, her knees are tracking towards her big and second toe, and her chest and butt are out at the bottom. Very solid reps. So again, she's going to go for 5 reps. Third exercise she's going to go to right after this rep here is the back squat. Keep those elbows forward, wrist work back, fingertips work down towards your wrist. And then she's going to do the exact same thing. 5 deep back squats, but putting the whole focus on working those elbows underneath, keeping the knees tracking towards the big and second toe, and chest and butt out the whole time. After she's finished her 5 reps of back squat, now she's going SATS press. Hits the bottom of that squat, then she presses fully, then she stands up. When you do this exercise, make sure right here, keep those shoulder blades back and make sure you extend and lock out those arms in the overhead pressed position before standing up. And that is your sequence. Good job.